friends, how are you? Myself, Mr. Narendra Jangle from Gokhale Education Societies, R.M. Bhatt High School, Pare. Welcome students. Today, we are starting the third chapter from Algebras, Arithmetic Progression. From this third chapter, no part is deleted. Remember, the whole chapter is as it is. So we have to prepare that chapter. And very easy chapter. Only 3 formulas are there, and that whole chapter is based on that formulas. So today we are studying some basic concepts, means sequence and arithmetic progression, means AP in short, and then practice set 3.1. So let us see the first concept. Here it is the third chapter, arithmetic progression. In that arithmetic progressions, we have to study following points: sequence, then arithmetic progression means AP, then nth term or sum of n terms of the AP. Now the first concept is sequence. So many times we use this word in our language, sequence. Arrange this in a sequence, do this in a sequence. So that word is similar to this one. So here some series of numbers are given. So which series is a sequence? And here one example I am writing here: 3, 12, 15, 18, 25, like this. So this is the, suppose this is the third example. So here some series of numbers are given, means some numbers are written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and dash dash dash. Then 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36 and 49. And here the third one is 3, 12, 15, 18 and 25. So which one is a sequence? Here the numbers are arranged in a definite proportion. There is a relation between the position of that number: first position, first number; second position, second number; third position, third number; fourth position. So 13th position, 13 number; 15th position, 15 number. So we can tell the number which is on 20th position. So that is the 20. So like this, here 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36 and 49. So here we can write n square. This sequence is nothing but n square: 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 5 square, 4 square, 6 square, 7 square. Means 7 number is a 7th square. Means position raised to 2. So if position is n, then n raised to 2. We can write this number like this. This is n square, where n is 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. So this is the condition. So these numbers are completing, following some conditions, and these numbers are arranged in a definite order. Here 3, 12, 15, 18, 25. The position of that number: second position, first position, third position, fourth position. We can't say, there is no relation. So these are arranged randomly, not in a definite order. They does not follow any rule, any property, and that's why this is not a sequence. So here this first one is called sequence, second one is called sequence, and this third is not called a sequence. So how to define that sequence? Here definition of that sequence is there: a set of numbers. It is a set of numbers. In 9th standard we studied the set. a set of numbers where the numbers are arranged in a definite order is called a sequence. So remember this one. There is no question on the definition, but remember what is meant by sequence. Now terms in the sequence. Next point is terms in a sequence. For example, here the first term is T1, then second term T2, third term T3. Like this. General term, general means nth term. General term is denoted by Tn. So in this way, the terms in the sequence are written by this T1, T2, T3, and if it is general term, nth term of the sequence, we can write Tn. So in this way, this first concept is there, that is sequence. So here, one activity is given. Let us see that activity. If 4, 8, 12, 16, this is the sequence, then find or write the eighth term. Eighth term means T8. This is the question. So here find the relation 4 into 1 position. 4 n. N is equal to 1. 4 into 1. 4 into 2. 4 into 3. 4 into 4 means 4 into the position. So we get, therefore T8 is equal to 4 multiplied by the position. Position means term number. So we get T8 is equal to 32. So in this sequence, this type of question may be asked for 1 mark only. This T8 is equal to so and so. Let us see one more example. This 4, 16, 64. Second. 4, 16, 64 dash dash dash. Then write this T5. T5 means, how can we find T5? Here 4 raised to 1 position number, 4 raised to 2, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3 because third term, then 4, then 5. So we get this T5 is equal to 4 raised to 5, 256. So here the fifth term is 256, means 4 raised to 5. 5 times multiply this 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. So we get, so this is the use of this sequence activity based question. T5 box will be given, complete that box. Here box will be given, complete that box. Let us see the next point, that is arithmetic progression. Every sequence is not a arithmetic progression. Some sequences are arithmetic progressions. Here, if we take two examples of sequence, for example, this is one of the sequence, 2, 4, 6, 8. This is one of the example of sequence. And here, the second example of sequence is 4, then 16, 64, 128. This is also a sequence. Both are the sequence. So here we have to find the common difference. So common difference D is equal to, the formula for common difference D is equal to Tn plus 1 minus Tn. This is the formula to calculate the common difference. Tn plus 1 means next term minus the previous term. So here these terms are, first write the terms in both the cases, First we have to write the terms here. T1 is equal to 2, T2 is equal to 4, T3 is equal to 6 and T4 is equal to 8. In this example also, here first term T1 is 4, second term T2 is 16 and T3 is 64 and T4 is 128. So first write the terms which are denoted by this letter T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. Now we have the formula for common difference. It is denoted by D, the difference between the two consecutive terms. So here it is the formula, remember this formula, to find the common difference. Next term, Tn plus 1. For example, here we are on the second term, T2. So T2 means we have to find the common difference here. So T2, the next term is 2 plus 1 means T3. Tn plus 1 means T3 minus T2. We get the common difference. T4 minus T3, like this. So here find the common difference. So here it is D. D is equal to this T2 minus T1, first difference, is equal to 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Then second, it is T3 minus T2 is equal to 6 minus 4 is 2, and again this T4 minus T3 is equal to 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. Here the common difference between the two terms is constant, means same. If it is same, it is constant, then it is an AP. So this is the very important point. And here find the common difference. D is equal to T2 minus T1 is equal to 16 minus 4 is equal to 12. Second difference, D is equal to this T3 minus T2, we get 64 minus 16 is equal to 64 minus 16 is 48, and T again is T4 minus T3 is 128 minus 64. So we get 64. So here the common difference here, everywhere it is different, not a constant. So what is our conclusion? What is our conclusion in this example? Here the common difference D is constant. If it is same everywhere, then we can say it is constant. And here what is our conclusion? Here the common difference in this example, it is not a constant. Common difference in bracket small d, because it is denoted by small d, is not constant. So here see the difference. Here the common difference D is constant everywhere, 2, 2, 2. And therefore what is our conclusion? If the common difference is constant, then this sequence is an AP. And therefore what is our conclusion? This 2, 4, 6, 8 is an AP. AP means arithmetic progression. We can write in short. And here, therefore, what is our conclusion? It is not a constant. And therefore, this 4, 16, 64, 128 is not an AP. So in this way, both are the sequence. You know, both examples we see before that. So both are the sequence, but every sequence is not an AP. So how to decide the given sequence is an AP? So the simple formula is there. Find the common difference. The formula for common difference is given here. D is equal to Tn plus 1 minus Tn, means next term minus previous term, next term minus previous term. अगर हम लोग एक गलती करते हैं 2 minus 4, 4 minus 6, यानी पहला टर्म माइनस दूसरा टर्म, तो रॉन्ग हो जाएगा. If it is an AP, then the first term, this T1, 2, is denoted by the letter A. It is denoted by the letter A. And the common difference is denoted by D. So let us remember some points which we have to keep in mind while solving that practice set 3.1. So here remember some points. First point, in a sequence, if the common difference which Tn plus 1 minus Tn, that is common difference, is constant means same everywhere, then it is an AP. Then it is an arithmetic progression. Second point, the difference between two consecutive terms is called common difference. It is denoted by small d. Now next step, the first term T1 is also denoted by A. In AP, the first term is also denoted by A. So the D, value of D may be positive, negative, or 0. Means value of that D common difference is either positive, negative, or 0. And the fifth point, if A is the first term and D is common difference of or in an AP, then how to write that arithmetic progression? Then the arithmetic progression is equal to, how to find the terms? A is the first term, then A plus D is the second term, A plus 2D is the third term, A plus 3D is the fourth term, and in this way. So we can find the arithmetic progression. And arithmetic progression, if A and D both values are given there, this A is the first term, means first term and the common difference both are given, then we can find this values. Means using this we can write the arithmetic progression. This is the practice set 3.1 from this third chapter, arithmetic progressions. So students, let us see the question number 1. What is the question number 1? The question number 1 is, some sequences are given. So which of the following sequences are arithmetic progressions? Means AP. And if they are AP, find the common difference D. So what is that question? Which of the following are AP, and if it is not AP, then no need to write that difference. If it is an AP, then find D. Means common difference. We have to write the common difference. Let us see that second one. 2 5 by 2, 2 5 by 2, then 3 7 by 3, and so on. If fractions are there, then students feel it is a very difficult, but it is easy. First write what is the step. Remember, step by step, whenever we have to decide which is AP, so some steps are there. So step by step we have to decide. First write the terms. Here T1 is equal to 2, T2 is equal to 5 by 2, T3 is equal to 3, and T4 is equal to 7 by 3. So first write the terms, then let us find the common difference. So here the first difference is T2 minus T1. So how will we get T2 minus T1? 5 by 2 minus 2. This 2 can be written as 2 by 1. 5 by 2, second term, minus 2 means 2 by 1. So by cross multiplication we get 5 1s are 5 minus 2 2s are 4 and divided by this 2. So we get the first difference is 5 minus 4 divided by 2 is 1 upon 2. This is the common difference. Now second difference, D is equal to T3 minus T2. T3 minus T2 is equal to 3 by 1 minus 5 by 2. So by cross multiplication, 3 2s are 6 minus 5 1s are 5 divided by 2 1s are 2. So here again we get 1 upon 2. Now third difference is D is equal to T4 minus T3. T4 minus T3. What is T4? 7 by 3 minus 3 upon 1. Whenever denominator is not there, we can write 1. 7 1s are 7 minus 3 3s are 9 divided by 3. So it is minus 2 by 3. So here it is constant, but everywhere it must be constant. Don't decide if first term and second term constant, then directly write constant. So that is the wrong method. So see all the differences. Here this difference is different. So here it is same, but here third it is not the same. Therefore what is our conclusion? The common difference is not constant. So what we can write? The common difference D is not constant. Here D is not constant, and therefore what is our conclusion? This 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 3 is not an AP. And if it is not AP, no need to write D. D here we get D. So in this way, this is the second example, from this question number 1. So in this way we can decide whether the given sequence is an AP. So find the difference, and if difference is constant everywhere, then we can decide. So here we can write our conclusion. Here the common difference is constant or not a constant. If it is constant, then AP. If it is not constant, then not AP. Let us see one more sum from this one. So here minus 10, minus 6, minus 2. This is the third example. Negative numbers are there. Minus 10, minus 6, minus 2 and 2. These are the numbers. So first step, write T1, T2. Here T1 is minus 10, T2 is minus 6, T3 is minus 2 and T4 is equal to 2. Find the common difference. D is equal to T2 minus T1. That means minus 6 minus bracket minus 10. So how can we write? Minus 6 minus minus becomes plus 10 is equal to 10 minus 6 with different signs. Then subtract the smaller from larger one. So here we get 10 minus 6 is plus 4. This is the difference. Second difference, D is equal to T3 minus T2 is equal to T3, that means minus 2 and minus 6. So here we get again minus 2 minus minus plus 6. So here again it is 4. 6 minus 2 is 4. And find the third one, that is T4 minus T3 is equal to 2 minus minus 2. So we get 2 plus 2 is again 4. So here it is 4, here it is 4, here it is 4. So everywhere it is constant. So we can write here common difference D is constant. That is our conclusion. The common difference D is constant, and if it is constant, then the given sequence is an AP. Therefore minus 10, minus 6, minus 2 and 2 is an AP. So in this way we can decide whether it is an AP or not an AP. Let us see that seventh example. How to find 3 plus root 2, 3 plus 2 root 2 and fourth one is 3 plus 3 root 2. So these are the terms. So here T1 is equal to 3, T2 is equal to 3 plus root 2, T3 is equal to 3 plus 2 root 2 and T4 is equal to 3 plus 3 root 2. So first write the terms T1, T2, T3, T4. Then find the difference. The first difference is how to find difference. You know, we have to use that properties of surds that we studied in our previous standard. So T2 is 3. So first difference is, T2 minus T1. Write the value of T2, 3 plus root 2 and minus 3. This 3 get cancelled. We get the value is root 2. Is it clear? That is the first difference. Second difference, T3 minus T2. So write T3 is 3 plus 2 root 2 and T2 means minus 3 plus root 2. So here minus sign is there. Open the brackets. 3 plus 2 root 2 minus 3 and minus root 2. So plus 3 minus 3 get cancelled and we get this 2 root 2 minus root 2. So we have 2 chocolates minus 1 chocolate. So root 2 is a chocolate. So here 2 root 2 minus root 2 we get again root 2. So here the difference is constant. Now third term T4 minus T3. T4 is 3 plus 3 root 2 and minus this T3 is 3 plus 2 root 2. Open the bracket. 3 plus 3 root 2 minus sign. If minus sign, change the sign. Minus 3 and minus 2 root 2. This get cancelled. So here again we get 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2. So 3 minus 2 is root 2. So here everywhere the difference is constant. So what is our conclusion? Here common difference D is constant and therefore it is, we can write the sequence again, an AP. It is an AP. So in this way, in question number 1, we can decide whether the given sequence is an AP or not an AP. Here it is the second question from practice set 3.1. In second question, what is given? The first term A and the common difference D are given, then we have to write an AP. Sometimes common difference D and first term A both are given, then write first 5 terms of an AP, first 3 terms of an AP. So according to that we have to write, if first 3 terms are there, then find T1, T2, T3. If first 5 terms are there, then find T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. So here find 3 or 4 terms and directly write the sequence ... So here in this way we find only first 4 terms and then write directly an AP. So here you know how to find AP. So T1 is equal to first term, find the terms. T1 is equal to A is equal to 10. T1 is equal to itself A, means first term, so 10. T2 is equal to A plus D. So we get A plus D means A is 10 plus D means 5. So T2 is equal to 15. T3 is equal to A plus 2D is equal to 10 plus 2 into 5. So we get 10 plus 10 is equal to 20. Then T4 is equal to A plus 3D is equal to A means 10 plus 3 into D. So we get 10 plus 15, we get 25. This is one of the method, or we can write T1 10, second method. T1 plus D, next term, T1 plus D. T3, T2 plus D. So we can use this method also. Here we get T1 is equal to 10. The next term is T2, T1 plus D. T3 is equal to T2 plus D. And T4 is equal to T3 plus D. So using this method again, we can find this 4 terms. So either use this one or this one. You can use any method. So both the methods are correct. Therefore, an AP is equal to first term 10, second term 15, third term 20, fourth term 25 and again dash 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 dash. Now let us see one more example from this. Here A is equal to 6 and D is equal to minus 3. So find T1. T1 is equal to itself A is equal to, so T1 is equal to A is equal to 6. Here we use that second method to show this one. You can use this method or this method. Then T2 is equal to T1 plus D, that means 6 minus 3, we get 3, plus D means minus 3. T3 is equal to T2 plus D. T2, what is T2? 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. And T4 we get T3 plus D. So we get 0 minus 3 is equal to minus 3. Therefore, an AP is, first term is 6, second term 3, fourth term 0 and then minus 3. So in this way, this is an arithmetic progression, given arithmetic progression. So A and D are given, then we can find the arithmetic progression. It is the third sum from practice set 3.1. Only 3 sums are there, 3 questions are there. Find the first term A and common difference D from the given AP. Some arithmetic progressions are given. Here 4 examples are given. In each example we have to write A and D, value of A and D. So let us see some examples from this one. So if we take that first example, the first example is 5, 1 minus 3, 7. 5, 1 minus 3, 7. Now these are AP. AP means no need to confirm the difference because these are AP. Because the question is find the first term, yani A, and the common difference in each AP arithmetic progression. So these are the arithmetic progressions. No need to decide whether it is progression or not. Don't do that process. D is equal to T1, T2 and all things. Only write the first term and the common difference D. 2 things only. So here A is equal to 5. The first term T1 is A and D is equal to common difference D is equal to, find the difference between any 2 consecutive terms, yani 1 minus 5. 1 minus 5 is minus 4. So here A is equal to 5 and D is equal to minus 4. Only that we have to do this thing. A is equal to and D is equal to. खाली ये दोनों हम लोग को यहाँ पे फाइंड करना है. In second example 0.6, 0.9, 1.2 and 1.5. This is an AP. Already AP. No need to do all other thing. Only write the first term. Therefore, the first term A is equal to 0.6 and common difference D is equal to this T2 minus T1 means 0.9 minus 0.6. So we get 0.3. 9 minus 6 is 3. Therefore, here therefore A is equal to 0.6 and D is equal to 0.3. So in this way we get the answer, means A and D. fourth example. Here fractions are there. 1 by 4, 3 by 4, then 5 by 4, 7 by 4. Now this is again an AP, no need to decide about it, only write this first term and the common difference. See the question first. So many times students see the numbers and directly do T1, T2, T3, T4, D is equal to so and so, and it is a AP, it is an AP. अरे पहले देखो क्या करना है, क्वेश्चन रीड द क्वेश्चन प्रॉपरली कि क्या फाइंड करना है. First term and the common difference only. It is already AP. So here the first term which is denoted by A is equal to 1 upon 4, and the common difference which is denoted by D is equal to second term T2 minus this T1. So here the common denominator is there 4, then addition or subtraction of the numerators 3 minus 1 is equal to 2 by 4, 2 1s are 2 2s are. So common difference D is 1 upon 2. So here A is equal to 1 upon 4 and D is equal to 1 upon 2. So in this way we can write our answers. So friends, here it is the simple practice set 3.1, and that arithmetic progression third chapter is so easy. Here only 2 formulas are there. So this is the first part, to decide whether the given sequence is AP. Second thing, if A and D are given, then find the terms of that and that AP and write AP. Then next one is, if an AP is given, then write the first term A and common difference D. So here this practice set 3.1 is completed. If you have any doubt in any sum, then you can write in a comment box, and if you like my video, please press the like button and subscribe my channel and share the video to your friends. So see you again in the next video.